Alright, let's go ahead and see what's up with Etro's Gate.
Of course. The one from the vision. I know your name. Noel Kreis.
What?
Quickly!
What in the...
I'm here!
Where am I?
Valhalla. You prayed for a miracle, and that brought you here. Or am I wrong?
How did you know?
From Valhalla, I can see everything.
But who are you?
Lightning.
Now that would be pretty exciting to pray for a miracle and then be falling out of the sky. And then get rescued by a flying, well, Odin, being a horse person, flying person in this one. I don't know how lucky I'd feel if I wished for a miracle and I ended up in this situation. Anyway, this is just another one of those like basic tutorial battles. Gonna mash X to my heart's content and let it do whatever it wants to do. Really, we're basically unkillable again. It's funny too that they actually put in different moves for both of these, like Oro's shield and this. Well, I guess it's because you haste instead, so it's a little bit different. But it's just funny that they put all these different skills into the game here at the beginning, and you at least don't see them for a long time again. And there we go. Yeah, we got 5 stars, but at this point in the game, I don't think it does anything for us.
How do we fight him?
This is not your battle. There's something else I need you to do.
What?
Bring my sister to me. Her name is Sarah.
Okay.
You'll need to use the portal. Your time-gazing friend should have told you how it works.
That's a gate? But why me?
Because you're the only one who can. You crossed the void and made it to Valhalla. You can find Sarah. And together, you can change the future.
Wait. I can change the future?
Yes. A good luck charm. Give him to Sarah.
Right. You got it. I'll track her down. What's happening?
Enjoying your little task.
Caius?
I have to wonder how Noel knows Caius.
Get to the gate. I'm counting on you.
Okay.
I'll have to keep wondering that because we don't figure that out for a while as far as I know.
Not this again. Odin! Do it!
What the?
Sarah!
Lightning! Gotta go!
Does not look too good for Valhalla.
My hopes go with you, Noel Kreis. Become an arrow through time, and speed your way to Sarah. Be there for her, because I no longer can.
Well, I guess there begins the plot of saving the future. And possibly saving Valhalla, because it looked like it got blown up.
Time flows without pause. In a world where I no longer exist, the future is about to change. Sarah, the truth still survives, but only you remember it.
Lightning. She was fighting. I guess it was just a dream. Such a strange dream. What? What was that? Where did these clothes come from?
And here we are waking up after a strange dream with strange clothes on. Also a predicament I wouldn't want to find myself in. Just quick, let's see, is this... No, I didn't mean to change it. Cancel. Yes, keep it. That's what I thought it was asking me. Blah, blah, blah. This is just telling us to move, and that the data log will fill with entries, and it basically just gives you information and saves it as you learn it so you can refer back to it. Also lets you know how to battle, which guess we always figured out. And here's another new thing, the live triggers, which gives you a chance to change the dialogue and choose your, how the story progresses a little bit. I don't think it really changes everything too much, but it gives you different lines, and it's at least a nice little option. And we'll go with, was that a vision of the future?
That dream felt so familiar. Like my horrible vision of Cocoon's collapse.
Also, they let us freely jump around in this game, which is kind of cool.
In the future.
It opens up the game a little more and for you to explore and everything and find, you know, items and all that fun jazz.
What's happening?
And now we're in some sort of weird warped space, and I ask myself, is this the future?
How did I get here?
'Cause it definitely does look like the end of the world.
This place.
Everything's blown up, dead, destroyed, and the house is in rubble.
Wait. Maybe this is the future.
This is not a place I'd want a vacation, to say the
What's
least.
going to happen to us?
Even with all this little
Why?
weird stuff floating around.
Enough. I want to go home.
Yeah, I want to go home too. And now we're back to reality. Nearly.
Godot!
Sarah, come on! Everyone, this way! Now.
Might recognize a few of those people's faces from the last game.
What is that?
Take that!
Saw them a couple times, most in the beginning, I think. And of course, if you don't recognize Sarah, she was a crystal for most of Final Fantasy 13, and except I don't know, maybe 90% of the game, she wasn't. You didn't see her or anything.
Get a hold of yourself! Lightning can't protect you anymore! You have to look after yourself now. Do you hear me? Your sister's dead. She can't help you.
That's pretty blunt.
You want her? Then you're gonna have to go through me!
And then there's Noel to save the day.
Get up, Sarah.
You were in my dream. I saw you.
Save it for later. Can you fight?
If I have to?
You're gonna have to. One more thing. Don't ever lay down and wait to die!
And there's another little Final Fantasy wondrous one-liner for you. And now we actually get to use the battle system like properly. Well, almost. Actually, we do have paradigms. Paradigms are what lets you switch into different classes and stuff. Like basically, Ravagers are your ranged attackers with magic and whatnot, and then your Commandos are your leaders of the fight, and they use mostly physical attacks. They do get a little bit of normal magic to use also. But basically the battle system isn't really that, you know, I don't know the word for it. But I mean, for the most part, you can just mash X and get through it. But one of the cool things is your paradigm shifts allow your party members to take different roles, which allows you to, that's basically what keeps you alive, because you have Sentinel, which is like the damage taking class, like a tank or whatever you want to call it, and will draw the hits from the other members and keep them safe. And then you have a medic, which is the person who heals, or like what you'd think of as the white mage in most other games. And also the stagger bar up there is it's in Final Fantasy 13 also. It's I don't think it's ever been in any other Final Fantasy besides the 13s. Basically, once you hit an enemy enough, the stagger bar fills up and you do increase damage. And the good thing about having a Ravager and a Commando is the Ravager increases the gauge more quickly, but the Commando keeps it from going down as quickly. Basically keeps it stabilized. And this little part of the game, we're just destroying all these bugs that have landed on the beach. it's probably the most boring part of the game, just because battles are really slow. And of course, you can actually you can switch paradigms right in the middle of attacking, and it doesn't really do much for you. It'll stop your bar from going down, your action bar. So switching in the middle of attacking, as far as I know, has no penalty. So you can quickly, you know, if you suddenly get hit really hard, you can switch quickly. Also, by pressing triangle, you can queue up an attack and immediately use it. Like just then, how I shot the fireball. And the star rating system right now, well, we only have 2 party members. We will get a 3rd eventually. It's kind of tough because getting 5 stars requires you to kill enemies quickly, and you really won't do that until either you level up or get another party member. Not that it matters much right here. I don't think these guys really drop any items for us, and as far as I know, that's the only real point in getting 5 stars. And it doesn't seem to be based upon your level, just what enemies you're fighting. So eventually, if you get really strong and come back to like a weak area, you can just completely demolish enemies and basically get free items. Of course, you know, they're way behind your level and probably useless, but you can still get them. I think we're almost done here. I think there's 2 more to fight, maybe just 1 more group. Now it's going to give us the paradigm shift tutorial. And we'll skip it. I basically already just explained that. Just those little ones too. Switch to Ravager. And right now we don't actually have a medic class. Not that we really need one. Pretty much kill. Also another thing about the battle system is you notice they move around quite a bit. Like Noel is jumping around back and forth. This actually affects the battle somewhat. If both your characters are grouped up and an enemy uses like an area effect attack, it'll hit them both depending if they're close to each other. The same goes for your characters and the enemies. Like you have some attacks that attack multiple enemies, but it really has no effect unless they're grouped up. You don't really have control over where your characters go for the most part, because they do, you know, as you saw, like, you know, do backflips and run back and forth. But maybe with a little planning, you could try to prevent, you know, some extra AoE damage or something.
Hey, Sarah, are you okay?
Yeah.
Mackie!
Yeah. Gotta go.
Okay.
All right, everyone, listen up. The meteorite hit over there.
Right.
We're gonna check it out.
Team Yuge, ready to roll. Well, and careful. That area's crawling with monsters.
So stay close. Come on.
Okay. Right. You heard him. Move out. With you.
You're okay.
She took a hit, but she's gonna be fine. She just needs some rest.
Thank goodness. And thank you. Whoever you are.
No, Christ.
Okay.
And before I forget, it wasn't just me. You should probably thank this little guy, too.
Wow, is that a toy Moogle?
He's supposed to be your lucky charm. Your sister gave him to me.
Wait, you know Lightning?
Mm-hmm. She's the one who told me to come here.
Where did you see her? Was it Valhalla?
Yeah, how'd you guess?
I saw it in a dream. I saw my sister. She gave you the Moogle. Then the meteorite came.
And dragged me along with it, I guess.
Do you mean you actually rode here on that meteorite?
Maybe. I don't know. Damned if I can remember. Why don't we go and check it out?
Okay. Now I know for sure. Lightning is alive. She's in a place called Valhalla. I'd only just met Noel, but I believed him. I believed every word he said. Even though it couldn't possibly be true. It seems like only yesterday. The smile on Lightning's face when she gave her blessing for Snow and me to get married. But I'm the only one who ever remembered that. No one believes. It's just a dream, they say, from when I slept in the crystal. An illusion. They say my sister is gone. That 3 years ago she sacrificed herself to stop the fall of Cocoon. She turned into the crystal pillar that holds Cocoon above the surface of Pulse, and saved both worlds. That's what they say. But even so...
It's really tricky to figure out what's going on with Lightning, because obviously we saw her in Valhalla, and but we know from the last game that
Is that
she's
all
in a
you're
pillar.
going to tell me? You're
Anyway,
not-
that concludes the beginning
What do you do?
intro and stuff into Final Fantasy. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Please comment, like, anything, really. And especially subscribe if you liked it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.